Hey, the other day I was working with some students and they had some really cool guitar parts. So we wanted to record them and just listen back to them. So I want to show you how we did that, show you what they sound like, and how we were able to use Studio One to do that really quickly and still get great tone. Let's jump in. Okay, so the very first thing that you're going to do when recording guitars is just plug your guitar straight into your audio interface. It kind of baffles my mind that there's no amplifier, but you just go ahead and take your cord and plug it right straight into the audio interface. The second thing you're going to do is to create an audio track. So in Studio One, you just click T or the plus button at the top left, and then you can type in guitar and just make sure that your input is selected that you're plugging the guitar into the correct channel. So I have input 1 selected here, okay? And then you're gonna go and just drag in you drag in Ampire right onto that same track that you just created. All right, now in my case, I had listened to the student playing their riff. So what I always like to do is create a little bit of like a drum loop so that they can play along with it, or if I'm recording, I'll play along with it. I find you play much better, much more in time if you're playing with a drum groove. So you can click the link above. I have a whole tutorial on how to set up drums in Studio One. So I have two examples here. I want to let you hear these examples. The first is like one student came in with more of a clean riff, and the second one, another student came in with more of a heavier distorted sound. But so you can just hear some of these tones that you can get. All right, so this is the first one. And we chose the Vox amp. And all you have to do to select different amps is just scroll through right here. This is the Marshall sound. It's like more of a Mesa Boogie. That is an orange. We don't want that, it's a little too distorted. So they have a whole bunch of different amps that you can, that's the blackface. Additionally, you can go and change the cabinets over here, giving an entire different feel using different cabinets. So super, super cool, okay? Let's check out some of the distorted sounds. Hey, if you don't know me, my name is Eric, and I help guitar players record songs and write great songs. If you want to go deeper into this topic, I have a free masterclass. You can visit www.millermusic.co/masterclass or click the link in the description below. Okay, so on this one, we added some of the pedals that they have in Ampire. The first in the chain here is a compressor. The second, we put the Tube Dreamer, which is kind of like Ibanez's Tube Screamer. The next is the EQ, and I just cut that. I like to cut the low end to make sure it's not too muddy at 100 and 200 hertz, followed by a little bit of delay, and then a little bit of reverb just to thicken up the mix a little bit. Let's give that a listen. So also you'll hear more than one guitar part. I like to harmonize guitars, so we recorded 2 tracks harmonizing that same riff. So this is with the blackface. Okay, let's check out some other sounds. This is the Vox. Mesa Boogie. Here's the Marshall. I think I like the Marshall the best in this one. And again, let's listen to it if we change the cabinets and how much different that sounds. So kind of neat. You can play around with different amp settings. You can even play around with different mic settings. There's so many cool configurations that you can do with this. So the reason I'm showing you all this is that you can edit and record your guitars so fast using virtual amps. It's so cool. You don't have to worry about pedals or guitars or mic placement, spending a lot of time doing that, and just get instantly into making music. Again, if you want to go deeper, I encourage you to download my free masterclass on recording guitar, and I'll see you in the next video.